Sorry, we have technical issues. Yeah, no sound. 1 second. I am fixing it, Miyagi. Now it's good. Okay. Thank you so much. So, for some reason, it stopped browsing and stuff. So, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. So, this is Live Wednesday again. I'm here to answer questions with regards to travel updates, immigration, and other travel related updates. If you have questions outside of it, that's fine. I will try my very best to answer it if I can. So please feel free to write your comment in the comment section of this live so we can answer them one by one. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Nakasimangot ako. So sorry. Hindi ko kasi alam bakit walang ano. It's like I just disappeared. So it was like, I don't know what's going on. But hello, happy Wednesday. How are you guys doing? So I'm here again to cater your inquiries with what's going on in the Philippines, going back to your country and stuff. So hopefully we're able to answer your questions today. As usual, I'll be on for an hour at least. It really depends on the questions that's going to be posted in the chat, but hopefully we are going to answer them all. So last night was a chaos. There's an outage on Facebook. I was kind of worried because the software that I'm using to go live is I have my Facebook and YouTube connected in it. I would probably I'm probably able to go live in YouTube but not in Facebook if they were not able to fix it last night. But thankfully they did. So that was uh that was a scare. Forrest was already asleep. He did not know what was going on. So but we are back. Like I said, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. So if you guys got questions, yeah, I got logged out. I was like, when I was because I was editing a video last night to be uploaded today, and uh, all of a sudden it says my session has expired, and I thought it was like, so I was trying to log back in, and it wouldn't let me. I was like, oh no! It's like, what's going on? It's like I tried my very best to secure my account with codes and everything, so just in case somebody would try to hack my account, he would really have a hard time with it. But last night, it's like it's not accepting my password and everything. I was like, what is going on? So I asked my brother if it did the same to me, and asked one of the staff if it did the same to me, and sure is. And when I check online, if there's if Facebook is down, it was really down. So, and it was good 30 minutes of no Facebook. It's worldwide, not just the Philippines. It's like everybody from different parts of the world, their Facebook accounts were logged out. And the funny part is, I was freaking out because my Gmail is also logged out and stuff for some reason. And instead, it's like it's a good thing I was already done editing my videos, and that was the next thing I was fixing, because it was, whoa. Yeah, I thought I was hacked too, Miyagi. It's like, good lord. Hey, David. Good morning. Hello, good morning po, Riz. Hello, Ma'am Addie. Good morning, good morning. My lagon. Yeah, me too. It wasn't really working. It's like, I know I did not change my password and all. It's like, It's like I would know if I change because I usually have before I would use LastPass for all my password and stuff, but I stopped using it already, and right now I'm just listing it in a little itty bitty notebook that I have. And I was like, I know if I change a password in one of my accounts, I would know because I would have listed in my notebook. But no. Magandang buhay, Sisi. Hello, Sis Macy. Good evening to you. How are you, Sisi? A lot of teenagers will need counseling after. It was really. I was like, Facebook is life, you know. It's like I don't really post much on Facebook because I use it differently because of my channel and stuff. But it was because I was editing videos for updates, and you know, I was like, how am I going to upload this in my page? Because I can't even view my page as well. I was like, that was a good scare. Good job, YouTube. YouTube. Good job, Facebook. And now that Facebook is back, it's like you would see a lot of memes about it. And Mark Zuckerberg is there and saying, it's a prank. That was a good 30-minute prank last night. Hello, Miss Eddie. Hello, Roars. Good morning. Yeah, traumatized, really. Like, hello, Yanni. Good morning. If it wasn't for my other work, I wouldn't be on social media. It's like before I became a content creator, that's what I just update because we have family and friends in Facebook and stuff. And one way to communicate and all. My husband is rolling his eyes when I'm saying this, so I don't know what's on his mind. But you know, me and Forrest have one Facebook. We have two Facebook. One is for personal, and the other one is for my page for the business account and stuff. So, but I manage all that and everything, and it was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I log out in every. It's like even on Discord, Miyagi, I was logged out. It's like because when I was trying to log back, what I did is I cleared the cache of my browser and everything, so I have to log in everything. And for some reason, my Gmail accounts are not syncing in properly and stuff. So I did not go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning. Yes, 2 o'clock in the morning because I have to fix it before I go to sleep because if I don't, it's gonna drive me nuts. You know? Yeah, no, it's really. Good morning po at sa lahat. Hello, hello, Warren. So, you guys got any questions for me? Immigration, travel related and stuff. So, if you guys missed our update yesterday, we have an update on e-travel for arriving passengers. For some reason, if it's not notifying you, please feel free to check out the channel. We also have uploaded a video today. This is in Tagalog. This is in particular to those Filipinos still using their Philippine passport and traveling to the Philippines with their foreigners. For some reason today, my nose is my yeah. It's like on my iPhone, my Facebook was not logged out. I was still able to do the news. I was still able to see what's going on in my news feed, but when I go and check the pages that I have, it's not. It says retry. It's error. It's like then when I go to the messenger, it's saying that you have to log back in, and if you're trying to log back in, then you know. So have you guys experienced it? It's like how was this scare last night? And like I said, if you guys have questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section, and we will answer them one by one. Coffee, everyone. I wish travelers will stop taking shortcuts. It's heartbreaking when I see them get denied entry. I know, Mayagi. I have the same uh, concern and all. And If you remember that video that I upload about dual citizen, that you might go to jail if you do this and stuff, that has really gained a lot of attention. And you were also uh replying in some comments over there. Thank you so much. But there was a new comment in there that I should go to jail for doing that video. It's like it's kind of below the belt comment, but Forrest said to just ignore it because I don't really know how to respond to it. He wants me to put in jail for giving information about stuff. So I don't know. Thank you for doing this. Hello, Guy Russell. How are you? From Luchi. I'm planning to visit the Philippines after 31 years. Wow, that's a long time. My question is, I just finished my treatment last February the 27th. The plan is gusto ko sumabay sa mga aunties ko sa April. Do I need to show a medical note from my oncologist that I'm okay to travel? Thank you for your response. It wouldn't hurt to get it just for a backup and stuff because they might ask. And if you have a clearance from your doctor on hand, mas okay talaga yun, you know. Mas maigi na yung you have the document ready just in case hanapin. Pero kung hindi naman, at least you have it handy, diba? So, if you feel like getting a clearance, a medical note from your oncologist, that is completely fine. If that would make you more comfortable to travel to the Philippines with it, like I said, they may or they may not need it, but we don't know really what they ask when sometimes they ask some documents, and it's really it's really good if we have those documents on hand kung magta-travel tayo, Miss Lucci. Although I've seen immigration officials make exemptions if they're traveling because of emergency, but they will need hard proof. That is very true. It's like going through immigration process is no joke. It's like the immigration officer will not adjust for you. That's the reality of traveling. Immigration officers, customs officers are not going to adjust for you. It's like it depends on the circumstances that you're into. Some would give you a free pass, some there's a leeway on it and stuff, but most of the time you must follow the rules when traveling, not just the Philippines, but in other countries. It's like just because you just wanted to show this, that's okay. You must abide. That's the thing. It was scary last night. Thank God my login was successful. Yeah, I know. That was really a whoa. Ask ko about sa asawa ko. We're going to the Philippines for vacation, but my husband's staying more than 30 days. Me and my daughter are dual citizens already. We're going back to Philippines this coming June to July. What will I do about my asawa ko? He's staying more than, well, your asawa is traveling with you with dual citizen wife. So he's actually exempted from a return ticket. He can actually fly to the Philippines on a one-way ticket. And upon arrival into the Philippines, during your immigration process, make sure that you guys process it together. That way, your husband can avail for the one-year balikbayan visa. Make sure to bring your marriage certificate just in case the immigration officer is going to ask
For the
for it,
airlines.
or the airline. So make sure to have it, even if he's staying for 30 days. He's eligible to get the balikbayan visa. That's 1 year, that's free. So avail it, guys. Those who can avail for the balikbayan visa upon arrival into the Philippines, avail it because visa extension is expensive. And I uploaded a video on that regarding it because the last time I was online, I was doing live. We had a subscriber that they flew to the Philippines. She was a resident from Italy. The thing is, she stood in line at the Philippine passport lane. her husband stood in line at the foreign passport lane. So they were processed separately. Instead of her husband getting the 1 year balikbayan visa, her husband her husband was given a 30 days visa only. So it's really important to those Filipinos, especially if you guys are still using Philippine passport, particularly for green card holders or residents in different countries. Yes, you may still be using the Philippine passport, but process it at the foreign passport lane. That is completely allowed. It's not like just because you're a Philippine passport, you cannot stand in the foreign passport lane. Your husband is there. That's completely allowed. Get processed together, and you guys, your husband will get the 1 year balikbayan visa free. He must live with you as well as from what. Yes, that's true. That they're gonna be together, he said. Thank you so much, Miss Addie. You're very welcome. So balikbayan visa is a one-time thing. It's like you got to the Philippines, you were given a 1 year balikbayan visa, and next month you want to fly back. And don't think that you still have 11 more months in your visa. No, that actually expires when you leave the Philippines, when you depart the Philippines. When you come back in, you get a fresh new balikbayan visa again.
As long as you're traveling.
As long as remember, you guys must travel together. It's like, because I get questions like, Miss Addie, what if I'm going to the Philippines first, then my husband follows, and he would just show our marriage certificate? Can he get a balikbayan visa? No. The way balikbayan visa works, you must be flying together. You must be processed together during immigration process. When you arrive the Philippines, do you have to up-to-date video about American entering the Philippines? Yes. It's already uploaded, Dave. Please feel free to check out the channel. We have already uploaded this video for this month, March. Good morning. Tanong ko lang po, okay lang po ba na dito ako gagawa ng e-travel niya pabalik dito sa Pinas? Nanggagaling sa Japan, gawa ng di naman siya magaling gawa, senior na. Yes, pwede naman. Ikaw yung gumawa habang nasa Pilipinas ka. Ang importante niyan, Leia, is nagawa niya 3 days prior or 2 days before siya umalis, or kahit on the day of his departure or her departure, pwede mo siyang gawan ng e-travel. Pwede naman yun na ikaw yung gumawa. Please confirm if we have nothing to declare. If there's nothing to declare, we do. Yes, you don't need to fill it out if you have nothing to declare. I heard GCash requires an ACR card. Is that true? It won't mean that first second month I can't use GCash. What do you mean it requires GCash? I heard GCash requires ACR card. Oh, to get a GCash account? Is that what you're trying to say, Saturn? Saturn. I thought it was Saturno. Is it Saturn? Is that what you're trying to ask? If you need, if that's the one of the requirements. I used e-travel last October. I can just update it within 3 days before flight. Well, last October you can just do your QR code and stuff, Chuck. But this time, you have to create an account with e-travel. We have updated that. We have updated that in the channel. So this time you really have to create an account. The, the creation of the account can be done at any given time. The registration proper to generate the QR code, you must do it 3 days before you do it. It's not only 3 days. This is where the confusion starts. When I say, that's why I say within 72 hours, meaning you can do it 3 days, 2 days, or the day of your flight. So yes, Gcash need a local number. Yep, that is true. Yes, to sign up for Gcash, does it require ACR card? I know it requires a Philippine phone. No, I don't think so. You don't need to have an ACR card for GCash. For as long as you have the phone, but if it asks, I forgot how to. You guys can correct me to those who have just uh avail for GCash. I completely forgot how to sign up for GCash and stuff. If they ask for an ID, so Magman, can you confirm that? I never use it. I will create. Yes, you can create for Chuck. If you are not if like if your if your travel to the Philippines is not until June, you can create the account now. That's completely fine. Then by June, when you are traveling to the Philippines, 3 days before you depart, you log back in and you do your e-travel registration. Hi, Addie, watching from UK. My husband and I are going to the Philippines May the 2nd. We are going to Singapore for 4 days. Do we need to have e-travel? Staying in Philippines until June 5th. Thank you for your advice. Well, going to Singapore, you don't need e-travel. But from Singapore, going to the Philippines flight, that is when you need your e-travel. Singapore doesn't really require e-travel only when you fly to the Philippines. So if you're staying in Singapore for 4 days, do your e-travel from there, Singapore to the Philippines.
Is she a Philippine citizen?
Well, entering, everybody must do e-travel.
Well, I know, but is she a Philippine citizen?
Why?
Because if she's not a Philippine citizen, they'll need to have exit tickets. Which,
Yeah,
I mean, their exit tickets to Singapore would work. But when they come back from Singapore, they're going to need exit tickets
true.
again.
Good morning, Eaton Squad. Hey, good morning, Gary. GCash is a local phone number and SIM card. Yep, okay. Watching from Orange County, California. Hello, I'm British. Pero, former Filipino. Did you naturalize as a British citizen? Just curious. I'm a U.S. passport holder. I stayed here in the Philippines for 10 months. Do I need e-travel back to the U.S.? Thank you. No. Foreign passport holders departing the Philippines are not required to register with e-travel. Only those who are Philippine passport holders.
Isn't there something he does need though because he stayed here 10 months, over 6 months?
He's a former Filipino. Bong Ramos, are you a former Filipino? That does not apply because though he belongs to the foreign nationals category, if he's a former Filipino, he doesn't need to do the exit clearance. If that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
From Las Vegas, hello Elizabeth. Yes. Naturalized. Okay, if you're naturalized, then no on the onward ticket. Make sure you have just keep it handy, your old Philippine passport or your Philippine birth certificate. Watching from Cebu, according to Gary. Okay, enjoy Cebu. Nag-create na ako ng e-travel. Do I need to register before my flight? March 7. You can register now, June. If your flight is on the 7th of March, you can register today. I'm a dual citizen. Yeah. Pwede ka na magrehistro ngayon June kung nakapag-create ka ng account. Yes, former Filipino. Okay. Yeah, you don't need the ECC for former Filipino. Because with foreign nationals on a tourist, 13A, SRRV, I believe, if you have stayed in the Philippines for more than 6 months, you need to secure the exit or immigration clearance certificate. Just to make sure you don't have any derogatory records in the Philippines or any pending obligation before you leave the country. That's just the way it is. Dual citizen. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hi, Carrie. Carrie. Carrie Bobby. Bobbis. I was having a hard time pronouncing her name. I'm sorry if I murder that ano. Good morning po. We're doing K1, K2 visa now. My kids are still minor, ages 17 and 14 years old. But bearing the last name of my ex, their Filipino father. Need po ba any written consent or authorization letter from ex? We're not married, papuntang Amerika. Meron akong isang subscriber na ganun. But granted, they are on a different category, CR1, kasi nagpakasal sila sa Pilipinas. They also have, the wife also have a child from her ex, at hindi sila, ano, at hindi sila, anong tawag nito? Hindi sila kasal. So, hindi naman siya gumawa ng consent or anything. Hindi siya humingi ng consent from the father or authorization letter. Pero it wouldn't hurt kung meron ka, Nicole. Just in case, just in case hanapin, Pero it shouldn't be. Kasi sa Pilipinas, yung law natin, if the kid is a minor, the custody goes right away to the mother. But gaya nga ng sabi ko, hindi masamang meron yun. Kung makakakuha ka sa ex mo. Pero kung hindi naman, I don't think they really look for it. Thanks, Mag. How to register. June, meron tayong video, meron tayong tutorial niyan for e-travel, yung sa bagong version. Please check out our channel po. Meron din sa Facebook natin, Facebook page, meron din sa YouTube natin. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Please help. Gaya ng sabi ko, John, meron tayong step-by-step tutorial kung paano mag-register sa e-travel. Hi, watching from Canada. Hello, Australia. I'm oldies. Kung hindi mo kayang gawin to, John, pwede kang magpatulong sa kamag-anak mo, especially doon sa medyo magaling sa computer, ganyan. Pwede naman yun, magpatulong ka. Pero meron tayong tutorial para masundan mo siya. We're going to Vietnam on a tour at the end of the month. Agency. Do Filipina need to do e-travel? Do I need to do exit ticket? Yes, she needs to do e-travel if she's a Philippine if she still holds a Philippine passport. So she has to do e-travel. And do I need an exit ticket? Are you coming back to the Philippines? Or you said you have a flight going back to the US. You can use that as your exit ticket, Gary. Because it doesn't have to be a ticket for the Philippines. Or do you think the agency will take care of this? I don't think they would. I would not rely on it, Gary, because sometimes they tend to forget. Just like Mayagi said, don't rely on the agency. It's not that hard to do exit travel. That is true. Always. Hello, ngayon lang ako nakapanood ng live mo. Planning to go home this coming July to Davao. We need e-travel from US. Yes, Carrie. Malapit lang tayo. Jensen lang kami, Davao. Yes, kailangan mo ng e-travel. Meron tayong doon sa mga baguhan sa channel ko at doon sa mga bago sa inyong pandinig yung e-travel, meron tayong tutorial, meron tayong update sa channel. Naka-upload po yan sa YouTube channel namin at sa Facebook page namin. The Eaton Squad, same name pa rin, same handle, the Eaton Squad. So, pwede kayong mag-browse ng mga video doon. Naka-date naman kung ano yung latest. So, for this month of March, naka-upload na po tayo ng mga update natin doon. Yes, I'm coming back you're still coming back to the Philippines for a week? Maybe he can use his trip back to the US for exit ticket, no? Coming back to the Philippines. Because they're going to Vietnam, then he's going back to
As long as it's within 30 days.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can probably use that, Gary, that ticket. Saan po immigration pipila ang US citizen, former Filipino with PS? Sa sa foreign passport lane. Kasi naka-foreign passport ka na. Sa Digos ako, malapit. Good. Nakapunta na kami dyan sa Kapatagan, sa Camp Sabros. It's really nice. Yeah, that's a good trip. Point. Yep. If they still want a ticket to show you but your flight to the US should be an exit ticket already for you, Gary, when you come back to the Philippines. If they need, it's like you have an outbound, you have an onward ticket somewhere. So that should work. You know, I have my ticket for Manila to MSP. Yeah, so that should work, Gary. So if you guys still have any more questions, violent reaction and all, please feel free to comment it, and we'll try our very best to answer them one by one. To extend 30-day tourist visa, where do you go? You have options, Dave. You can go to the nearest Bureau of Immigration where you're staying at. Personally, you can go, or you can do it online. They're now available online to extend your visa. Granted, online, they only accept local payments like GCash, PayMaya. I don't think they accept international debit card or credit card yet if you plan on doing that online. So you have the options on ano. Because with my husband's annual report, we did it online and we used GCash for payment as one of their payment method. So like I said, if you guys are going to the Philippines or traveling to the Philippines this month, we already uploaded in the channel the latest travel updates for foreign nationals, former Filipinos, Orblicbines, dual citizens, for green card and residents that's coming up. Please bear with me. E-travel update is also up for our arriving passengers. So please feel free to check out the channel for your reference for any infos that you need when you guys travel to the Philippines. How much longer can you extend it? Right now, I think they're giving 2 months at a time. That was the, what do you call this? That was the biggest, I guess, complaint, that because before you can extend 6 months, but lately they haven't really been giving, you know, 6 months visa extension. They're doing it 2 months at a time right now, Dave. Hey, bro. Good morning. Good evening to you. 34 minutes, 35 minutes in, we have 25 more minutes to answer any questions, inquiries that you guys have. And if you don't, you can always message me in our Facebook page, same handle, the Eaton Squad. And sometimes I get so delayed in replying because I get so much messages, and I wanted to reply each and every messages that I receive on Facebook. So please bear with me, but you guys can message me directly there, especially if it's urgent, or you can comment it in our videos and I'll reply as soon as possible. My friend is going to Manila, then to Japan for a week, then back to Manila. Does she have to register with? Does she have to register at eTravel Visa for her trip from Manila to Japan? Now, my question is, Lori, is she a Philippine passport holder? If she is, yes, she needs to register going to Japan. And when she comes back from her trip to Japan to Manila, then all she gotta do is update her e-travel. Wow, thank you so much, bro, for that super chat. Thank you so much for your generosity. You both keep info precise. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So I get this a lot in the channel too. It's like the most asked question in the channel and on the page is e-travel. Oh my god, e-travel, e-travel. But I wanted to uh, tell you guys that on e-travel, when you are coming to the Philippines, everybody has to register. Everybody has to have e-travel registration. But when you depart the Philippines, only Philippine passports are required. Filipino citizens. It's right there. When we go to Manila next month, I will definitely film that already. When you go through immigration at Terminal 3, there is a big sign out there. All Filipino citizens must have e-travel registration. So, meaning you're a Philippine passport holder or dual citizens with Philippine passport. So, she's a US passport. If she is a US passport, she doesn't have to register with e-travel when departing the Philippines. As I am explaining, if you are a foreign passport holder, then you don't need to register. Just when coming in into the Philippines. Sorry, our dogs are going crazy outside. Maraming salamat. Yeah, we get so much what do you call this? We get so much questions about e-travel. And also, I have uploaded a video about my US passport renewal because it's expired, and at the US embassy you have to schedule an appointment. They don't do walk-ins anymore, especially when you renew your US passport. So they highly recommend to renew it by mail. And so I did. That's what I did with my US passport. I mailed it last February the 8th, and they received it February the 10th. And of course, I'm excited. I checked the status online on what's the status of my passport renewal. But on the website, it would say not available, and it would also say that it would take them about 2 weeks to give an update. And they sure did. After 2 weeks, I check it online and the status is now in process. So to those who mailed their US passport at US Embassy Manila and worried that you guys cannot track or don't have any news whatsoever on what's going on with this process, it takes 2 weeks to, it takes 2 weeks to appear online because you can track it online. It takes 2 weeks to appear online that your passport is in process. Hi Ari, good morning. Hello, Smiler Jojo. Hindi ako makapag-open ng e-travel. Stress na. Punta po kayo sa etravel.gov.ph. Yun po yung ano. Ito po yung ano, ito po yung official website ng e-travel. Dito po kayo magrehistro kasi meron na naman tayong kabayan, may nag-comment na naman, nakita ko sa channel na pinapabayad sila ng $20. So wala pong bayad ang e-travel ha, free po ito. E-travel is completely and 100% free. Wala ako alam sa computer. Sir June, kung meron pong makakatulong sa inyo dyan, para magrehistro sa e-travel, pwede naman po kayo magpatulong. Pwede kayo magpatulong para hindi kayo ma-stress. So, dito po kayo pumunta. So, there is no other website for e-travel. Just etravel.gov.ph. Nothing else. Because if you are not into that website, they will for sure charge you with something. It's like they got another victim again. $20. Hello, my question is how to register my smartphone SIM. Also, I'll have to declare my wedding dress and accessories when traveling to the Philippines. Wedding dress, no, you don't need to declare that. And accessories. And smartphone SIM. Some places over here, when you buy the SIM card, they will help you register your SIM card because you have to register your SIM card now in the Philippines. So if you're buying it at the airport, they can assist you with the registration of your SIM card. And if you're doing it on your own, just go to Smart website and you should be able to register your Smart SIM from their website as well. And they would require identification cards to upload. We will try our very best to do a live Q&A every Wednesday. It would really depend on my schedule though, because there are times that I have to run some errands after I have dropped off my kids at school. And sometimes I really get tired, especially if I don't go to bed early at night and I have to get up early. And when I drop off my kids, I usually crawl back in bed and sleep. And set my alarm clock on at 10 o'clock or 10:30 because I have to start cooking their lunch. So life of a mom. But I will try my very best to have a regular schedule of live Q&A Wednesday. That way I can cater all your questions and inquiries when you are traveling to and from the Philippines. Because sometimes, because of so much comments in one video, they get buried. I can't get to them right away. And also, as well as our messenger. Oh boy. I still got like 100 messages in there that I have to reply, and I don't have a staff to go through it. I do it all. So I edit, I upload, I answer inquiries, I answer comments. So please bear with me. And thank you guys so much for understanding me because, oh my God, this mama is busy. Do I need to notarize my dual citizenship certificate for authenticity for immigration personnel? I don't think so because the dual citizenship documents that you have received when you become a dual citizen is sealed, I believe. If I check my dual citizenship documents, they are sealed. So you don't need any authenticity for immigration personnel. For as long as it's the original document. Always bring the original document because sometimes what happened if you bring copies of it, they would still ask to see the original document for comparison and stuff. So it's just better to show them the original document. Can I put my cash in my carry-on or purse if I bring less than 10,000? Oh, definitely. That's where you want to put it. You have to. That money should be
I want to put it in my sock.
soft. So yes, you can do it, Luchi. Going back to US at the end of March. Stayed in the Philippines for 10 months. Do I pay travel tax? I'm former Filipino now, yes. For former Filipinos, you are required to pay travel tax if you have stayed in the Philippines for over 1 year. If it's less than 1 year, no tax po yun. I have uploaded a video on that if you are a former Filipino or balikbayan, then only if you have stayed in the Philippines for 1 year
I wouldn't put money
on.
in anything that you're not going to keep on you personally.
Yeah.
So putting it in your purse is fine,
Yes.
but you're going to put your carry on in the overhead. That gives somebody a chance to get into it.
Yeah, have it with you all the time. That's a lot of money, Lucci. If it's for me, I would put it in my purse. You know. This is unrelated to the subject, but any news about divorce bill? No. There is no update to it yet. The last time I have update on that I think last November, and it's still at the Senate. So still at the Senate, Dave. So it's okay to ask questions like that. For as long as I know the answer, I would answer it. And if I don't, I will let you know if I don't. you know. But I do the divorce bill update as well. My husband is a US citizen, but he wants to be a Filipino citizen as well. How can he apply? Is his You said he's a US citizen? Is he a natural born US citizen or naturalized? Because there's two types of US citizen. It's natural born or naturalized. Did you Is your husband a naturalized US citizen? Because if he's a naturalized US citizen, he can apply for dual citizenship to reacquire his Filipino citizenship. So, okay, naturalized. Kung naturalized siya, Nalin, if you're a if your husband is a naturalized US citizen, he can apply for a dual citizenship application at the nearest, no, it should be under the jurisdiction of your state. So each Philippine embassy or Philippine consulate in the states has its own jurisdiction. So check check your jurisdiction, which Philippine embassy or consulate you guys belong, and you guys can apply for dual citizenship for your husband there if he wants to retain his Filipino citizenship, because that's the only way for him to become a Filipino citizen again. So apply for dual citizenship. I wanted to add on the US renewal by mail. For the US renewal by mail at the US Embassy Manila, this is only applicable for adults. So 18 years old and up. For minors, you have to do it in person. You have to make an appointment at the US Embassy and renew their passport there. Only for adults. And they have certain criterias that you should be eligible with to renew your passport by mail. So that's how it's done. So if you guys still have questions, please feel free to comment. We still have 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes, guys, and we can wrap this up. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for hanging out with me today. Next Wednesday again. Unless my because I have a schedule with my dentist. So we have some fixing to do in my teeth, and when that gets scheduled, then I will let you know. I'll post an update because my teeth has been bothering me. So thank you so much. Philippine Consulate will come in Vegas so he can apply. Yes, if they have an outreach pro scheduled, so you can do that over there from Nalin. Just prepare the documents. You can get a guide online on what documentations he needs to apply for his Philippine citizenship. So okay, pwede po yun. Pero ang what, because my dual citizen, I don't know if they still do I don't know if they still do it this time with me before I also got my dual citizenship through an outreach because Mississippi before belongs to the jurisdiction of Chicago Consulate, Philippine Consulate. So we have to fly there if I have to apply for my dual citizenship. Luckily, they have an outreach at New Orleans that time. So what I did, what they would require is send all the documents to the Philippine Consulate where you are under the jurisdiction with, then but I don't know. Please check if they still do that process these days, or they can just look at the documents when they get to Vegas. So please check with that if it's still the same, because that's what they did before. I made an appointment for me and my kids for dual in Vegas. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that works. If you guys got an appointment already, that works. That completely works for you. So we got 8 more minutes, guys. If you don't have any more questions for me, I can wrap this up and I will see you guys on our next live. And I thank you all for joining me today. I hope I was able to answer your questions, inquiries, and stuff. Do I need a visa since there is a 10-day cool off period for marriage license? What do you mean 10 days cool off? Are you entering the Philippines as a tourist, Christine? Adi, have you heard anything about ASAP ticket? Yes. And unfortunately, do I'm not trying to degrade them or anything, but they really have a bad review and stuff. You can check it for yourself, Cinnamon. You know, they do have cheap, very cheap tickets, but yes, they are legit. They are ASAP tickets is legit, but I heard a lot of complaints about them. I will include my husband to my application or separate application for it. She has to be separate, but your kid you can include it dependent. You can He has to apply his own application, Nali. I have dual citizenship, but my passport still carries my maiden name. Can I renew it but retain my maiden name? Yes, you can. Or you can change it to your married name. That way you don't get conflicts when you travel. Because why is it your Philippine passport is different from your foreign passport and stuff? So everything has to match. Because when you book a ticket, you must follow your you must follow what the name in your passport. Yeah, they are legit. So if you're entering the Philippines as a tourist and you are staying here for more than 30 days, I highly suggest to have an onward ticket. We uploaded videos on that, on how to avail onward tickets, legit website and stuff. We do have that in the channel. Wag na asap by the time mag-check out kayo ang price way too much yung yes. Yun nga yung naririnig ko, Pansit Canton. Oh my God, Pansit Canton. Now I want one. So, ang dami kong naririnig talaga na bad feedback about ASAP tickets, sa totoo lang. But that it's really up to you if you still want to pursue it. But those are the things that I've heard so much. We haven't used it personally because whenever I book our ticket, when we go travel, I use CheapAware. I haven't had any problem with CheapAware. And I know there are also bad feedbacks on with CheapAware. But so far from my wow, Wow, I just checked my US passport. US passport, it says application status mailed. The US Department of State has mailed your US passport book on March 4th. Sent your passport book to you using prepaid delivery. Wow, that is so quick. A month lang? Yeah. Because it says on the website 6 to 8 weeks. I was freaking out because we still have to file our tax. And on record, our accountant said, Maria, your US government IDs are all expired. My driver's license is expired. Of course, I cannot renew it because I'm here in the Philippines. So my best option is my US passport. When I check, my US passport has been 6 months expired. Oh my gosh, don't my gosh, don't follow me, guys. Don't, because I love to procrastinate until it's too late. But yay! So I mailed it February the 8th, and they mailed it back to me March 4. So it should be here this week. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was quick. I've also heard from other group that they usually get their new passport in 5 weeks time that they have applied. So that's really cool. I'm so happy. Cece, can you renew your travel visa more than once in a month? Ano yung travel visa, Sis Macy? What's the travel visa? Ano yung travel visa, Sisi? Travel visa para saan? Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Ang bilis. I wasn't expecting this. I was actually anticipating or kind of expecting it to be mailed first week of April. You know, I was like, since we are going to Manila anyway, I should just pick it up. But now I just checked while doing live. It says application mailed. Wow, 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 wow. So technically, because they started they started processing it like February 22nd, less than 2 weeks, huh? And guys, I did not pay for any expedite fee. Because I was looking for it when I was checking out, making my payments. You have to pay it online. They would send you a link, uh, pay.gov. You would pay.gov. You have to go to the website. They accept debit card, credit card, PayPal, and Amazon Pay. Ano, Philippine Visa yata ito. Si CEO nagpapatanong. Sis, you can renew your travel visa more than once a month. Depende kasi yan sa visa, Sisi. Kasi sa visa, meron niyang expiration. Kung Philippine visa yan to Philippine visa dito, parang ano, ito din si CEO. It's CEO asking for that question. Kasi kung for example, visa yan, visa, meron kasi yan, ano, may time yan kung hanggang kailan mo, merong 3 months visa, may 6 months visa. For example, dito siya pupunta sa Pilipinas, kung foreign national siya, bibigyan siya ng 30 days visa, pwede siya mag-extend, mag-extend, mag-extend. Pero, ano, yun ang hindi ko maintindihan yung ano, yung travel visa. Patanong nga, Sisi, di ko siya maistorbo. Ito din si CEO, ang kulit. But, I'm so happy. Finally, I need it so I can email our accountant back that, hey, we're ready to file. It's like the deadline for tax is coming up. So guys, do you still have any more questions, violent reactions and stuff? Kung meron pa kayong katanungan, please feel free to put it in the channel and we will answer them. I can extend a little bit, so no biggie because this week is examination week. So the girls are actually having their lunch. Ano. Okay, we'll ask you later. Thank you for trying. No problem. I-message mo lang ako, Sisi, para masagot natin yung katanungan ni CEO kung ano yung travel visa na ano. Sinasabi niya. Forrest tumatawa. Beb, what do you ano? What's your reaction that my passport next to renew actually is Forrest, because Forrest US passport has expired last January. So it's really funny because with the annual report, his passport has to be valid. So his passport was expiring January the 24th. So January 3rd, I was already online doing his annual report because this one, I said this one, I cannot really procrastinate. He has to do his annual report ASAP. So we did.
She still procrastinated.
But yeah, his next month, now that I know that they could renew it that quick, so the next passport to be renewed is for us because we wanted to try it. We was gonna renew it together, but we wanna try how it works. Now we know how it works. And his next the girls' US passport are also expired. So
But they require a
but since they are minors, we have to really fly to Manila. US Embassy Manila, I have to prepare all the documentations and stuff. Then what do you call this? Go there personally kasi required. It's just I don't know why they require that, but unfortunately they do for minors. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I can still hang out for a bit. But if you don't, we can wrap this all up and I will see you next Wednesday. Don't forget, we also have live discussion room every Sunday. That's 9 o'clock in the evening. Philippine time. We had it last Sunday. We actually only did 2 hour live last Sunday. It was really quiet, but it's all right. But like I said, we also have live discussion room LDR live every Sunday 9 o'clock in the evening Philippine time. If you guys are free, wants to hang out with us, you guys can join our live. Don't worry. It's you. We guys can chit chat. You guys can ask any topic, what we can discuss, and everything, but you can also ask travel related updates, immigration, and stuff like that. Do you have an idea how long will it for married children to petition? I filed 2011. Married na siya. Ano na po yung ano? Citizen na po ba kayo sa ano? Hindi ko kasi ano eh, hindi ko I cannot really uh the timeline of when petitioning a family member. There are some that it gets done quicker, some are longer. So if this is your child, ang pagkakaalam ko, what I know, it could take up a year or more. Yes, I'm a US citizen. Yes, pwede naman kayo mag-file. Pero medyo may katagalan kasi yun, Miss Alice. Sorry for the confusion. My husband is French. Then become a US citizen and he wants to apply for Filipino citizenship. What's the Oh, okay. Does he really want to become a Filipino citizen? Does he receive any some kind of pension or government payment in the US? Because if he becomes a Filipino citizen, that will all go out the window. So
Social Security and all that.
yeah, Social Security. If he's at the VA, that he won't be able to get all that anymore, because literally he's giving up his US citizenship to become a Filipino citizen. If you guys are moving to the Philippines for good, Nalin, because my husband is a US citizen also, but I myself don't want him to be a Filipino citizen. It's not because,
She doesn't want me to be a Pinoy.
no, it's not like that. But there are uh consequences that's attached to it. I was like, you can become a Filipino citizen if you want, but he's drawing VA pension and stuff. If he becomes a Filipino citizen, then he's out, you know. And what his option, what we did for him is he applied for a resident visa in the Philippines. Having him married to a Filipino citizen, he's eligible for the 13A visa. We also have a different type of resident visa. This is SRRV. So he's got two options. If you guys are really planning on retiring to the Philippines for good, and he doesn't really want to go through immigration visa extension every 2 months, those are your options. Apply for a resident visa for your husband. Now with Filipino citizenship, yeah, he said he's drawing pension in the U.S.
No.
So no, my husband said no. Yes, yes, Nalin. Pero ikaw, if you are naturalized U.S. citizen and you want to be a Filipino citizen, pwede naman, you can do your dual citizenship. Your live stream is very helpful. Thank you so much, Miss Alice. So, i-petition nyo lang po yung ano nyo, yung married na anak. Kasi, ang pagkakaalam ko, what I know is, at least the process takes a year or more. Basta, immediate family. It would have been a lot easier if your child was a minor. You can actually petition them quicker, but if they are married, it takes a little time to process their petition, but it can be done. Oh, okay, thank you so much, you're very welcome po. I thought, yes, though he was a naturalized US citizen, hindi kasi siya I thought he was a former Filipino, but no, he was French. But no, you don't really wanna mess with anything that he receives from the US government, you know. Is de facto relationship recognized in the Philippines? So my partner can get a longer visa in the Philippines. De facto relationship. This is kind of like common law, no? He's got the other option, NEDA, because he's not going to be eligible for 13A. Because with 13A visa, you have to be married to a Filipino citizen. So since it's a common law relationship, his other option, his best option is apply for SRRV visa, but he has to be 50 years old and above. That's the number one requirement for SRRV. So if he's 50 years old and above, is eligible and he picks the different categories or types of visa, he can pick. You can go to pra.gov.ph for more information on the SRRV. So that's his best option because 13A, you have to be married to a Filipino citizen. So you have other options naman. And the other one, if he's entering, because as a common law partner, he cannot also avail for the balikbayan visa because then again, you have to be married to a Filipino citizen or a former Filipino or dual citizen. He will be given a 30 days visa. He can extend it 2 months at a time. So if he doesn't want to go through that, if he doesn't want to go through that scenario every 2 months, then SRRV. Recognized in NC Australia and UK. He is a NC and I'm a dual citizen. Yes, but we're talking about the Philippines here. So the Philippines doesn't it doesn't apply in the Philippines for common law. It's like even like with the LGBTQ same sex marriage, because I follow a certain vlogger, they same sex marriage is accepted in the US. But whenever they come to he's a dual citizen actually. He's a dual citizen of the United States and the Philippines. Every time they enter the Philippines, even though they are married, they can provide a marriage certificate. He still gets a 30 days visa. Is he is under the tourist visa still, even though he is married to a Filipino citizen. This is because the Philippines doesn't recognize same-sex marriage yet. So that's why. So same thing with common law. they cannot apply what married, no offense, okay, no offense intended, they cannot apply the visa that they give to married couple to common law relationship. So common law is not really bad. It's that's your own discretion, or that's your life, you know. But sometimes the laws, immigration laws, gets in the way for it, you know.
Besides that, with common law, you don't really have a marriage certificate.
No, because then I mean, just like that's what she said. That's why I was trying to explain also. So whenever your husband enters the Philippines, he will get a tourist visa. Allah, we're more than an hour now, which is fine. But if you guys still have any more questions and stuff, please feel free to comment your inquiry in this live, or you can direct message me in our Facebook page. Same handle, the Eaton Squad. So if you guys are done with all the questions and everything, we can wrap this up, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. We are both single and we don't want to get married. That is completely fine. There is nothing wrong with that. So there is nothing really wrong with that, Nida. That's completely fine. So thank you all for joining me today. Maraming maraming salamat. And hopefully you guys can join me again next Wednesday for answering your questions and all. And take care, everyone. Have a great day. And like I said, if you still have more questions for me, please feel free to message or comment in this video. Thank you all for joining. Stay safe, everyone. And I'll see you in our next live every Wednesday for answering questions and stuff. And if you want to hang out, chit chat, we also have live Sunday, LDR Sunday live. And my husband is joining me during that live. So thank you all. Maraming salamat. Maraming maraming salamat for joining me tonight. Bye-bye, everyone. Please stay safe. God bless. Thank you po.